It's been several weeks, but our focus is shifting back toward California. Very heavy precip on the way in the form of snow and rain, and kind of rare with some of the Ventura Mountains catching some snowfall. Rare blizzard warnings there. Look at all the precip that's going to fall from Santa Barbara down toward LA and San Bernardino. We're looking at 3+ inches of total water on the way. Let's focus in today's daily shower on these dates: 24th, 25th, and the 26th. Hard to believe February's almost over already, isn't it? Let's take a look at the daily shower for today. We're going to focus on those headlines for those 3 days, and then we'll broaden that view into next week, some of the threats on the way. Precip map, this is for the next 3 days. California has a bullseye as well as the west. A little bit of snowfall continues up to the north. That'll equate to about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of total precip. From Oklahoma City stretching out toward Nashville, we're going to have some pockets in there of 1 inch, maybe 2 of total water, but it's really that focus off to the west. Fly that map in California, Nevada. So we're looking at Las Vegas, stretching up toward Mount Shasta, down the coast to about San Diego. That's going to be the bullseye, some of the heaviest rainfall, and some of the totals are really focusing here on the LA area, especially north of. So Santa Barbara down to north of LA, we're looking at around 5 inches in some cases, and switch that map view to snowfall, and from Mount Shasta over the Sierras, we're kind of off my gauge here, but we're going to be looking at more than 42 inches, so more than 4 feet of snowfall will be possible in some cases there if my gauge would go up that high, but it would be more than 4 feet of total snowfall for many. This is a nice graphic sent out by the National Weather Service in LA, looking at the coasts and valleys to have 2 to 5 inches of total water. Some of the rain rates will be heavy, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Heavy for California, not heavy elsewhere. Snow will be heaviest Friday to Friday night, and looking at 2 to 5 feet with upwards of 7 feet in pockets of those Sierras. Strong winds too. So that's focusing on the west. We'll also spread some snow into Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and Colorado. Some of the pockets here in Utah and Arizona will approach 2 feet in some cases. As far as the north, right around the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest, a few more inches still possible there. And for the mid-Atlantic and New England states, we're looking at around 4 to 8 inches on the way from a storm system separate than what's happening out over the west. Winter storm severity really focuses on the west, so travelers anywhere across the west, you may have some impact, or any of those big flights that come out of LA or San Francisco may have delays for flyers. And then Minneapolis to the Sioux, and also Augusta may have some travel issues for flyers due to that snowstorm there. Let's get into the hazards that are on the horizon for the next week or so, going out to about 10 days. So impactful cold areas, that's March 2nd to the 8th. Western third of the country, very cold. We'll have some impactful snow areas as well, from the 2nd to the 8th for the Cascades and the Sierras, the 2nd to the 4th for the Rockies down into Colorado, just outside of Denver and Cheyenne, Wyoming. As far as the northern plains, the 2nd to the 8th, another round of heavy snowfall will be possible there. Some more areas like Nebraska, the Dakotas, and Minnesota may have another heavy snow on the way. And then a risk of heavy snowfall the 2nd to the 4th here in the New England states. So a busy snowfall map and a busy cold temperature map. What about the impactful rain areas? Coastal areas of the west will still have some heavy precip going into early to mid-March, as well as the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. Some pockets of heavy rainfall there. Windiest areas from Seattle to Portland, San Francisco, LA, San Diego, Phoenix, Santa Fe, Denver, Cheyenne, Salt Lake, Oklahoma City, and just outside of Dallas. Wind events from the 2nd to the 5th, and windy conditions often in New England for the first few days of March as well. That's today's Daily Shower. And again, these are meant to just be the headlines, grabbing your attention, kind of focus on some of the bullet points, the most severe weather we have, and give you those heads up, things that you can track on your own personal radar. That's the data as I see it. Matt Makins here. Blessings to you and yours.